competition in general. I have with me the Chief Executive Officer of Media Vision, Mr. Obafele Bank-Lagos. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Good to be here as usual.
Well, what's your impression of the first half?
Wonderful. I think everybody have been impressed by the quality of football these girls are playing. And for us, and for GTBank in particular, the joy is that it's our secondary school students playing good football, so we're excited about it. And Yetsuno Gujobi, she's undoubtedly the MVP of this tournament. She's been brilliant throughout, and we're hopeful that maybe she can get into Europe sometime in the future.
Well, how exciting seeing women at secondary school level playing football, given the fact that we complain of having our girls at the senior level, national level, not being within that ages?
I mean, for me, like I said, the joy of this is the fact that we know the ages of these athletes. We know they're young. They're in secondary school for sure. All this is verified, and you can see them. And to see the quality of football they're playing, it says for sure that the future of Nigerian football in the female level is guaranteed. And by the time we see the boys play to the finals, you will be excited at what you're going to see there.
Okay, what can you tell me going forward as regards the GTBank-Lagos State Principal Cup?
The GTBank-Lagos State Principal Cup is the biggest grassroots football competition in West Africa. And for me, the joy about it is that are the other things that GT is doing now. We have what we call the infrastructure development. The football pitch in dairy farms was revamped totally by GTBank, and now what we're committed to doing is to put in football fields in like every year. 3 football fields will be done in secondary schools in Lagos. We're hoping that very soon we have at least 1 very good football pitch in a school in all the local governments in Lagos State. So beyond the football itself, GTBank is committed to infrastructure development, and I think it's unparalleled in the history of grassroots football in Nigeria.
Thank you very much for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks.
Well, Mr. Obafele Bank-Lagos, the Chief Executive Officer of Media Vision, the media partners of the GTBank-Lagos State Principal Cup, giving us his own view of the first half of the girls' final, and of course looking forward ahead of subsequent editions of the GTBank Principal Cup. But so far, it's Government College Agege leading defending champion to continue Senior Girls High School by a lone goal, scored by Yetunde Fajobi. Chelsea number 9, watch out. Chelsea number 9, Yetunde Fajobi. National team selectors, watch out. That girl is a player for the future.
Anything we touch on when I go down,
Hello, I can hear you now. Hello there, you're welcome to the second half of the GT Bank sponsored Principals Cup 2014. It's between Ikotun Senior High School 0 and Government Secondary School Agege by 1. The kids are having the time of their lives. They are having fun despite the fact that the humidity is still pretty high. And I've got Johnny Apobore on commentaries with me. Johnny, what have you got to say about these kids?
Well, you know, even coming into the stadium, looking at them, the excitement in all of their eyes, and you know their reaction at every kick of the ball. It's exciting. It's unbelievable that you know we're actually watching school football in Lagos.
Yeah, and interestingly, in some league games, we don't have this amount of turnout, as in this sizable amount of a crowd.
With them, when they mature into playing in club sides in Nigeria, they would always come back as spectators to watch those same people, the way they've developed into big stars. And this, like we said, is the start of everything, and we hope it continues like this.
Yeah, hope it continues. And to perhaps spoil them on all of this, prayers. They could sure do with it. They are a goal down in this encounter. Perhaps, and this is the lone goal scorer today. Fajobi Yetunde. Very prolific chap. Before this match, she scored 11 goals, she told me. She's just made it 12 today by an expertly taking goal in the 23rd minute. And that's what separates both sides here today. Kids of Ikotun Senior High School, they're talking amongst themselves. Perhaps trying to correct their mistakes, Johnny.
You know, of course, you know, nobody wants to lose a game, but at the same time, you know, both schools are winners already because qualifying in the finals, they've actually eliminated a lot of schools. So, you know, I just hope it will be more exciting than what it has been so far. Let us see drama as we want to enjoy at any level of football.
Yeah, Coach Idaho Dado there of Government Secondary College Agege, you just saw, dishing out instructions, just like we have referee Ogola Tokbe, making sure that everything is okay before we start the second half. Of course, the kids are still huddled up together, discussing what I don't know. Referee is telling them, listen, it's time for the second half. I simply do not understand why you are out there. But then we've got Mohamed Latifat. Perhaps she went for a change of boots. She's just done that now, and she's running into the pitch to join her mates. That was Mohamed Latifat, and she's joined them now. Last minute pep talks. They've psyched themselves. I like that unity, Johnny. They waited for their teammates that was not on the pitch, and as soon as Latifat did come, of course, they did what they had to do.
Well, definitely, you know, this is, like I said, this is where it starts from. And, you know, it's exciting at this level that we're looking at this the way it's happening live on TV.
Well, any moment from now, we'll witness the beginning of proceedings for the second half of the final of the 5th edition of the GT Bank-sponsored Principals Cup 2014 between Ikotun Senior Secondary School, defending champions, and Government Senior College Agege. At the end of the first half, it's 1 goal to Government Senior College Agege and none to Ikotun Senior High School. And the lasses from Agege are not taking anything for granted, despite that the fact that they are 1 goal up. They are beginning to ask questions. You saw danger player there, Fajobi Yetunde, who has a goal to her name, beginning to ask questions yet again at the beginning of the second half.
Well, she is really talented, because you could see, you know, the acceleration when she had the ball, and you know this time she couldn't get it on target, but you know it was a try, and you know they have to keep close tabs on her. If not, you know, she might just get a second goal.
That was Fajobi Yetunde there. You just saw her wonderful boots that aided her in scoring the first goal. They are 1 goal up, but they are still being the most adventurous of the two sides. Physically, they are not the bigger of the size as in size, but then they are undaunted. And they are taking the forest to their opponent.
Well, they are actually keeping the ball